Okay, so I've been wanting to do this for a while. I'm not qualified to do this in terms of like knowledge, but I have the things, so I'm gonna do it. This is the Mysteries of the Black Madonna tarot deck. This one right here. These are the backs. And this one's the Mysteries of Mary tarot deck, both by Hetty and Grobler. It's very, very nice. Okay. So the Mysteries of Mary comes in this. I don't know if it exists anymore, honestly. I have no clue. I got it sometime last year. And then this is the bag that comes with this, which I got this year. Yeah, so I know these decks are like pretty expensive, but the thing that's cool, I actually, just to say, I was given this deck. I was asking her about it, and like before I said like anything at all, or you really asked, she was just like, she's like, I have this feeling like I'm supposed to like give this to you, and I was like, okay, cool. And so she did, which was super nice. And I really like it. I appreciate it so much. And then this one I purchased myself with like, she does like, you know, I could pay whatever I could over like the course of however long, because it's quite expensive. But anyway, I just wanted to show like the thickness. I shuffle in a certain way, so they're sort of bent in like that direction. But they thick and they're big. So like if I had a normal size tarot deck, which I do, hold on. You can see how much bigger they are. Cool. So I guess we'll just like look at the images and stuff. I'm not sure that I have anything to like say about them. I can just sort of talk about like how I use them. These are decks that sit on my altar space. I find it really like, I'm extremely interested in the fact that the Black Madonna in general, like Mary is very like popular, and I think that's so cool. And then specifically like the Black Madonna, it sort of makes me think about how like poisonous plants are on trend too. So yeah, these are the backs, and then we'll just like go into it, I guess. So how she made these is that these are, each individual card is like a little shrine that she made, like a little shadow box, which I'm obsessed with, like shadow boxes. What are those called that you had to make in school? I don't remember, but then she takes photos of them and it becomes the deck. Sorry if I'm like, because I'm doing that thing I always do where I look underneath. So, the book is extreme, like just everything she does with things. It's really intense and detailed, and it's sort of not necessarily how I relate to Mary, but I love it so much. And goodness. Yeah, the books alone like are very interesting. If you're into divine feminine things. And I think that at present I'm more interested in the Black Madonna deck. But it's sort of like that time of year, I guess. And how I use them is typically like this one feels more of like, I don't know, like gentle and like inner child vibes or something. Oh my gosh. Okay, there's 2 of these. This number. Is that on purpose? I haven't. Oh my gosh, I always do this. So when I get a deck, I get so stoked and I just like shuffle them right away. And then I never know if they're adding like 1,000 extra cards in it. But I guess I'll just figure that out later. It's so funny because Sylvain just made a video about like people adding extra cards in decks. And he was like, stop it. I could just like get lost in these cards just in general because it's like a collage, which I really enjoy, but it's, like I said, like a shadow box. And I just love things like this. What are those things called, you guys? So I'm like looking underneath. So hopefully it's okay. It's just so beautiful. And like I said, the books are really good. And I guess in depth here, that's like another thing that I want to do is spend more time with like the really good guidebooks of decks that I have. And these I feel like are just interesting outside of the deck even. And the deck doesn't necessarily need them. If you're just, you can read like any deck with any sort of tarot knowledge, like you can read Marseille like you're going to read an RWS if you want to. But I really find that like that these decks give like different readings. And it's nice I'm glad I have both of them. So this deck was really important for me. And Mary in general, just really, really helpful for me during last year, almost a year ago. One of my best friends died suddenly, unexpectedly, of a unintentional drug overdose. And he like wasn't a regular user of drugs, so it was extra unexpected. So roses are earth and living stone is earth in this one. So anyway, this deck was really, really helpful in that grief, and Mary in general was also really helpful in that time and remains helpful because grief doesn't end, and I'm still figuring out this deck a little bit more because I just got it not that long ago. It's also like I really love people's altars, and especially Mary altars. And it's just like looking at, 78 of them. Oh man, I gotta try to do this faster. It's like emotional. But I just wanted to show them. Hopefully like the lighting's right or good enough. I can't really see. But yeah, I love Mary. I love them aesthetically too. I'm really excited that like so many people are interested now. It, like I said before, with the poisonous plants too, with the Black Madonna, it feels very appropriate for like now, for like this total like futureless time that we live in. So then there's servants in this one, and virgin in this one for the page, and this is them. Ave Maria. Oh wow, look at this one. It's so good. And then there's handmaiden and bride. Handmaiden and bride for the knights. And then it's king and then queen. And then this one it's mother. And then sacred hag. I just like, when I was a kid, I used to, I would paint with nail polish and like little things like this. And this really made me think of it like this. I used to fill up these like little, you know, when you get like pots from the garden store and they have like those little bottoms. I used to get the mini bottoms and I would paint them and then I would put little things in them and make these like little trinket dishes when I was a kid, that had like swirly. I have them. I will show you sometime. And I would just like drop things in them. And it reminds me of that too. I also love too that like that in these images it really I don't know, I can't explain it. Like it feels in some ways like it's coming out of the card. And then or sometimes it feels like I'm going into the card to like be in this space. Oh, black veil and distaff. So this is the air element in these decks. And just like, I know that they're like expensive and stuff like that, but like, I mean, just each of these things, I don't know, it like literally, it just like blows my mind, I guess. And I don't know. It's truly like an emotional thing. So I'll shut up about it. It's just so inspiring too, because it's like not even to like make like a deck, you know, but to create in general. Also, sometimes the images, like this one's sort of blurry, but I kind of like that. And this one's really crisp, and they sort of vary. And I don't know if you've ever taken a picture of like your altar or something like that, but I took a picture of my altar space to send to someone, and only like two of the 5 pictures like turned out, and I did nothing, you know, wrong. It was just like those sections like didn't want to be pictured, you know, like those aspects didn't want to be filmed. And I sort of like feel that or see that in some of the images in this deck, that they were just like, because it's like it's not true for every image, I guess. So it's not like it wasn't possible in terms of like technique or equipment or whatever. It was like just how it happened. And I think that's really cool also. And these ones are the fire element. Or, yes, the fire element. I also, like, a lot of times when decks have, like, this sort of thing, like, I'm thinking of the Dark Goddess with the top thing. God, I hate that so much. But this is, I really like this. I can't think of another example right now. So I'm looking at them underneath again. Feeling emo. It's also like all this ephemera. I just like it's like cathartic to it's like when you watch someone journal and they're using up stickers and you're like, I could never. Like just like a sticker hoarder. I have like little bins of random sort of things. You know, like this type of thing. And this is the fantasy, right? For me at least. So beautiful. Oh my gosh, look at their face. So holy wells and vessels are water. I can't really tell like if it's picking up properly. Probably not. God, I love it so much. It's like I Spy books, you know? That would be a fun game, actually. All right, that's it. Cool. Thanks. Bye.